And we are live. Hello, everyone. Let's start this thing. So, this rivalry seems to be not ending. Costas Fortis is saying, Pradeep milking the beef like a boss. Yeah, that's right. So, guys, that's a great intro. Yeah, I accidentally used the previous video's intro in this one for just a few minutes, then I deleted it. Do you think it's a build up for a big match between the two? I hope so. Brother, the Woodsman, this is the best way to end this beef. I don't see any other better way to end this beef at all. Settle it on the table, which takes us to my previous community post that I made earlier. The post was arm wrestling is in a stage where we create fake hype, we try to create fake beef to sell a pay-per-view match. But people who have genuine, real beef against each other, they block each other and they try to avoid it. Who knew that my community post, my prediction, my assessment is going to come true so early? Like it was just maybe 3-4 days ago, maybe 5 days ago. I said that people who have genuine beef, they don't want to see each other in the table. If beef is that good to sell matches, then why are we avoiding real beef? At one point we claim to be tough arm wrestlers, who are mature, who are man, who like to settle it on the table. And then we block people, we don't invite people. If there is a real beef, why not settle it on the table? And if beef is bad, two people who have beef with each other, they should block each other, they should blacklist each other, they should not see each other's faces. If that is the case, then why promote fake beef? Then fake rivalry should also not be promoted. I don't think we should have both of these. Hope the match doesn't happen. I hope it does. I don't think Ryan has anything for Engin Terzi. I don't think he has anything. But I still hope it does. I hope Ryan shows up 120 kilos to do something against Engin Terzi, which he will for sure need. I'd watch the match. I'd pay to watch it. Yeah, that can be one of the biggest matches. It will easily... That match alone will sell 5,000 pay-per-views. The stream time keeps getting pushed back. I had a meeting at 1 p.m. I'm out. Steve, I hope you're still here. Nice shirt, Monster Factory. Monster Michael Todd gave it to me when he came to India. Phil Woody, yeah, thanks. Megatron, hello Pradeep. Hello brother. Arm wrestling has become a soap opera. Okay. Also, there is no way this is... hype. I bet you will never see Engin and Bowen in the same room ever. Yes, this match was supposed to happen earlier. And then there was no beef. They were friendly. They were doing a podcast together. And now there is a beef. Why not have this match? I can see if Engin does not respect Ryan enough to invite him to his event. I can totally see that. There is a point in that. Why would he invite someone who he believes disrespected him? There is a point where Ryan doesn't want to invite Engin to Australia to compete at his event. There's a point there as well. But there is no point that they cannot meet in Dubai at King of the Table 8 or 9 or whatever it is. I think they can find a neutral ground, and this is how real arm wrestlers should settle the beef. Break his arm, Engin. Break Bowen's arm. Take your revenge. Who wants to see Engin break Bowen's arm? Tell me. That's what Engin should do. It does feel real, and you are so right. It should be settled on the table. Yeah. Okay, let me ask a question. Interesting question. Real way to settle Engin versus Bowen beef? Question mark. Okay. Q&A. When did I click on Q&A? Nope. Let me paste this somewhere. I wanted a poll, man. Don't give me this Q&A. Yep. Sorry for the time delay, but this is one interesting question. First option is block and avoid. Second option is settle on the table. Let's see what the community wants to see. I need at least, in next 15 minutes, I need at least 150 votes on this thing. All right. Would Ryan stream and do live commentary on that match? On his own match? I believe not. I'll be doing that. I'll for sure be doing that. Ryan can't win an argument with Engin because Engin can't concede. He is in the wrong. Woody, agreed. Engin has, by the way, just to mention, Engin has deleted his community post and Ryan hasn't. So the community post where Engin asked everyone that please stop doing live stream commentary, that has been deleted by Engin. So should we now consider that that request has also been deleted by Engin? I don't know, man. Woody, agreed, not breaks. Yeah. Settle on the table. 76% people are already saying. Just tell me, I cannot create another poll, but you guys tell me. If there was a community post requesting YouTubers to not do live stream commentaries, that was the only post, and that post has now been deleted, what does that mean? Is the request also invalid now? Do you like the idea that in super matches, if the other guy can't go all rounds, he should lose the match? It's very similar to that. I would say there should be no point after pulling 4-0 or 4-3, 4-2, whatever it is. The matches should be best of 7 and not 6 round super matches. So I hope I answered your question. I invite my peeps. I lost that comment. Engin versus Ryan. Let's settle this. King of the table, East versus West. Okay. Pradeep, I have invited friends to watch Armwrestling pay-per-view, but they didn't pay for pay-per-view. I did. So would Engin have an issue with me? I think he should have an issue with you, but he won't because Engin himself promotes this. Like, if you can't afford, then 2, 3, 4, 5 of you combine the money and buy one pay-per-view and then watch it. Devon does it all the time with his Ottawa High Hookers watch party. So no, Engin won't be mad at you, but he should be. He should be. Engin would kill Bowen. I'd love to see that. And Mark, I can already see your massive super chat. Thanks, brother. I'll get to it soon. I missed the peeps comment. That's what happens when you hide behind the internet of a good dude asking for a favor while truly trying to blackmail everyone. I told you, many guys appreciated it. I'm telling you, I did not hear that quote anywhere. I'm the originator of that. And what was the quote? Maybe some of you remember from that live stream. That 35-minute video. As soon as I touch this microphone, the audio is destroyed. But the audio is back. Good. Okay. What was the quotation? A request is almost never a request. There is always an underlying threat behind it. Keep that. That thought, that quotation is always going to help you in your life. Just try to look into those things. If the person is really requesting, or he has some hidden threats that he can impose on you, that he can attack you with. So very rarely, I'll say very rarely, maybe 10% of the times you'll see a request is genuinely a request and there is no threat behind it. Small chance of that happening. If it's legit, no way they're fighting, that settles nothing. Okay. No, usually I've seen that people who don't like each other, when somebody is a clear winner, they usually kind of cool down and hug it out after that. Do live commentary, it means. Okay, the post being deleted. If freedom of speech is taken away, then dumb and silent we may be led like sheep to the slaughter. George Washington. I just recorded a 19-minute video about this topic, brother, and I'll publish that video as soon as this live. And in that video, towards the end, I asked whether do you think it is whether it is censorship or not, which is kind of similar to Mark's comment. And thanks once again for your 75 dirham super chat. So I asked towards the end, what do you think? Is it censorship or not? Because censorship is usually when some other guy has some kind of power above you. He can do some damage to you, and then he's telling you something, that is censorship. So is it censorship in this case? I don't know. I'm not sure. Because the person can still do whatever he wants, but there is still some threats of being blacklisted from the arm wrestling community, from being blocked, from being trashed online. There are some threats. So yeah, That's up to the community to decide whether it is censorship or not. The real news: Pradeep and Levan had a secret pull in King of the Table lobby. That was embarrassing because Levan was tired and he did not want the world to see that practice pull footage. Pradeep, plagiarizing your viewers' ideas as your own is not going to help you long term. Plagiarizing is like copying someone's, like writing or something, and your viewers' ideas, your ideas as my own. Which one? The quotation that I just said? That is 100% my own, brother. Please mention Murgok. Please mention in detail, like which idea. I invite my peeps to watch arm wrestling pay-per-view. Okay, that's the comment. That's what happens when you hide behind internet, good dude. Okay, I already read it. Bhai modes banado Gurpreet Singh. I think we have enough modes already. Audio bad. Yeah, man, this microphone is causing troubles. Now I hope it is okay. So this all started in November after Devon said on Neil's podcast, Engin was also there, that these live stream commentaries are hurting the pay-per-view. Then that matter settled in about 2 weeks time. Now it was brought up once again when Engin made that community post. So Phil Woody UK, support is good. Support whoever you want. YouTubers are also willing to support. I was and I'm still 100% willing to support everything. But when there are questions being put on the intentions of the YouTubers, when the efforts are not appreciated, and in fact it is being said that you are harming the sport, then I think it is kind of disrespectful and not facts. We don't want facts, but we want feelings, like what made you feel that way, that it is hurting. Like, what are your reasonings behind that? The reasonings do not need to be facts. They can be feelings. But nobody has even told us the feelings. There is a new trend in the arm wrestling community. What was that? And that's the bottom line, because Stone Cold said so. Now it is like when you ask Devon, when you ask Coach Ray, when you ask Hermes Gasparini, when you ask other arm wrestlers, like, okay, live streams are hurting. Can you tell us how? Engin said so. So you have to obey that. Not anyone. Like, you can watch all of the commentaries. Coach Ray, I salute Coach Ray. He's the only one who has kind of given views on both sides. He never said that he personally believes that commentaries are hurting the pay-per-views. But those who are saying that they do hurt, they've not given any single reason why they think so. And I'm not even saying that these reasons need to be facts, because we are also not presenting any kind of facts. But opinions, I've not heard any opinions as well. Your microphone is censoring you. Yeah, not now. I think not now. Pradeep, if you do not live commentary, what you're going to do? I'm going to watch. I'll tell you one thing. One con of pros and cons, like one bad thing about live commentating. And that is that you don't get to enjoy. I'm telling you, when you're just watching, when you have your headphones on and you're in your blanket or whatever, depending on the weather, and you're watching the match, your heartbeat starts rising. Like, you can literally feel it. That feeling almost goes away when you're live commentating. I'm telling you, just try that sometime. That feeling instantly goes away. It can come back sometimes, like the Hermes Gasparini versus Levan match. I was literally having goosebumps. But that is like 99% not possible while you are doing live commentary. I'm telling you, the experience that you get while watching the matches, it drastically goes down. Maybe it is like 20% of what it would have been when you were just watching. Because now you need to read the chat as well. Now you need to think what you want to say. Now you need to observe. You miss some things. You cannot hear the audio. That's one of the biggest drawbacks when I'm doing live stream commentary. I cannot hear the audio, because I cannot hear and speak at the same time. That gets difficult. For the Pradeep's Foundation, let's bring microphones to India. Matthew Trenbolon Sandwich. Wow. Thanks for the $11 super chat, brother. I don't know what's wrong with this. As soon as I literally touch this thing, that microphone, it says your default microphone has changed to the webcam microphone now. And that is like piece of crap. I respect Engin and everything he does, and this is one thing I don't like about the arm wrestling community. That Harvey, I think Harvey was his name, who said that I think he used the word I think I think it is unfair to the people who promoted the event. So he was trying to say that the people who were promoting the event, like who were talking about this event constantly non-stop before the event, they are it is unfair for them if they cannot do live commentary now. And he was like destroyed by Engin, destroyed. I didn't see any disrespectful or troll comment. It is really easy to say that somebody is being argumentative, or somebody is a hater, or somebody is an enemy. That's the easiest way to avoid any kind of conversation. And why is nobody talking about that person? He's a fan of the sport and he was openly disrespected. He was openly disrespected, abused. He was said one of the worst things, and nobody, why isn't Devon speaking about that? Like, we shouldn't be disrespecting fans like that online. Have you guys seen anyone else disrespect any of you guys when you're commentating like this? I have personally not seen that. So these are the things that when somebody slightly disagrees, then it's getting weird, man. It's getting weird. Anyone who does not agree with me is the enemy of the sport. They can disagree, but they cannot comment. As long as they are disagreeing and they're silent, I respect them. They are also the supporters of the sport. As soon as they write, again, this is unfair, I don't think it is right, then they immediately switch to the enemies of the sport category. Imagine if Dana White shut down UFC because of the live commentary. Yeah, no, Engin is... I can guarantee you that Engin is not going to shut down any type of commentary. When are you going to see the trend? I mean, East versus West 2 happens. Engin says he's going to quit. He's done with it. There are lots of trolls. There are lots of idiots. Next day, okay, I'll continue. East versus West 3. Okay, I'm not going to do it. I'm done with it. I don't have the patience. My health is being affected. I cannot do it. Next day, okay, I will do it. East versus West 4. Same thing. East versus West 5. Same thing. I cannot do it. Next day, I'll do it. East versus West 6. I cannot do it. Next day, I will do it. So what is the best predictor of the future? Of course, the past. Of course, the past. I can bet. I can literally bet we are going to see East versus West 23. Mother Russia taking care of business. Go Putin. Richie with a $10 super chat. Long time no see, brother. Pradeep, how was Engin's relationship with you? How has Engin's relationship with you has been affected since this issue and your video about it? I mean, you can probably guess. You can probably guess. I think no one is 100% correct. Engin needs to take a way between. There is no middle ground. That's what the problem is. My way or highway. So Richie, I cannot, these are kind of personal issues. I cannot express them in detail. Good question, actually. Thomas, I don't even know what I asked. Or somebody asked. Devon is, okay, the super chat question. I think no one is 100% because I'm someone, when I see these things, I have to speak about them. No, I can still see Engin's WhatsApp. I can still see his Instagram. So I have not been blocked stacks. When I see these issues, I want everything. I want people to be speaking for both sides. That's what I want to see. And when I don't see that, I feel like now I have to speak. I want to see Coach Ray or Devon or Paul Lynn come out that yes, that was a little bit excessive towards that fan who was just peacefully mentioning his favor, and not everyone who disagrees with a troll. I want to see these things from I'm not. That is bad. East versus West is a business. It is a business. I think you can all agree with this. It is literally a business. And no businessman would ever say that, yeah, if you disagree with me, don't ever buy my product. You are harming the country. You are harming the company. I don't think it works like that. Match with Engin. Bowen versus Engin. Why is it not happening? That's what I want to see, man. That's what I want to see. And you can already see which side is having good arguments. Ryan Bowen can tell you 10 reasons why he believes commentaries are good. I can tell you 10 other reasons. We can easily do that. And when it goes to the other side who are saying that these are harming, they are yet to give one reason. They are yet to give one reason why they think so. we have not seen. By the way, Devon, Hermes Gasperini and Don Idris will be going live on Engin's channel in about 2 hours from now. So maybe some things will be cleared there. Engin said some racist things on Neil's channel. Act like big baby bottle gets feelings hurt. I don't know. Aussie tanks, I cannot understand your comment. Why not Pradeep versus John Brzink? Why me versus John? Devon is turning into an Engin psychopath. That's what I have said in my video which I recorded. Coach Ray is the one. Other than that, you can use a magnifying glass and try to find someone who agrees with live stream commentaries being good or not being bad. You're not going to find that person, whoever has competed in East versus West. You literally cannot find that person. Dominic is saying again, disrespected and insulted me for disagreeing with him. How is it like? I don't understand. How is someone saying that no, your stance is bad? I don't think live stream commentaries are harming the pay-per-view, and I think in fact it is helping. How is that hurting the sport? How does that make me or anyone else the enemy of arm wrestling? I just don't understand. How me telling my mind why I believe we are doing enough to promote the sales. If our commentary is hurting, if because of my commentary 50 people decide that they don't need to purchase the pay-per-view because they got this, I think on the other hand there are 100 people who do decide to purchase because of the commentary. And another thing that I can tell you guys, I've talked with some of the athletes. Have you ever watched the 2 hours pre-show before the event starts? Have you ever watched that? And they haven't watched that. Out of the 10 people who are complaining, maybe 2 of them have watched that. Maybe 2 of them. And in those 2 hours, you guys know, people start making fun of the guys who ask questions repeatedly. Where we can watch, what time does it start, when is the first match starting, where can we purchase, which card do we need to use. There are hundreds and hundreds of comments like that in those 2 hours, and people start making fun of them. They start saying, well, the matches have already happened. They start saying, well, the event is tomorrow. They start making fun of those questions because they literally do not stop. So how is the link pinned at the top of the chat not helping those confused people? I was one of them. 2018, mid 2018, May, June, July, whatever it was, WL 400 series was going on, and I think it was a pay-per-view on fan seat or whatever it was, or maybe it was, 2018-19, something like that. I was confused. I didn't know how to purchase the pay-per-view, where to purchase the pay-per-view. I never purchased a WL pay-per-view because there was nobody to help. And at that time I was confused. Yes, I kind of knew which matches are going to happen, but I had no clue where to watch them. I had no clue what time they're starting. I didn't even know about the date sometimes, and there was nobody to help. So don't tell me in the state that I used to be in 2018, there are 20% of fans of the sport in that same stage now who have joined after me. LMAO, BJP, BPJ, I don't know why. Devon versus Dennis. The thing where Ryan Bowen messed everything up. The dude literally did not upload even a single video promoting East versus West. He literally did not do anything, and now then started talking that he wants to promote. Bro, what is this, man? Anyone can find time to upload a video. Not saying that legally he needs to promote first, then he can do live commentary. But man, that's clearly wrong. Even to me, that's clearly wrong. Mindog Terzi arm wrestling, bro. Please let me know if you want to join and have a conversation with me on this topic and with the fans of the sport. Devon versus Dennis prediction, please. And guys, if Mindog Terzi joins this show, then please go and subscribe to his channel. East versus West doesn't need promo. We are counting the days. We are counting the days? What? Like in how many days it is going to happen? He did upload one video for last event, and another events he will upload a lot of them. Yeah, it was one video. Sitting at airport, not now. Not a problem. Guys, still subscribe to Mindog Terzi arm wrestling. He is the man. He's the man. Bought 2 pay-per-view, 1 and 3 stream broke up 60% of the time. Second one, the audio and went out half the time. Thank God for live stream. Yeah, but now these things have been solved. The first pay-per-view that I bought was Vendetta 50, Denis Siplenkov versus Devon Lett. That was the first pay-per-view. And can you guys let me check the knowledge? Let me just type. Don't read the comment. Just type. What do you think was the price of Vendetta 50, Denis versus Devon? Till that date, it was the biggest pay-per-view card ever. I would say it was bigger than the WL pay-per-view cards. It was bigger than the first East versus West, second East versus West. It was bigger than first King of the Table, second King of the Table, maybe third East versus West as well. But after fourth East versus West, it started taking over. That's how huge that Vendetta 50 card was. 16 euros, $10, $20. No, none of you is till now. Mindogus has issues. What is Mindogus saying? I've seen Aussie direct numerous pay-per-view to help. We keep on saying that, bro. Resolve issues. Yeah, can't afford to buy all merchandise connected. I sent a message to Core Sports Instagram. Guys, are you planning on doing any kind of research as to how these live stream commentaries are affecting the pay-per-view sales or not? Let me see if I get a reply from them or not. Nope, not yet. $50? No, it was $30. $30 was the price of the pay-per-view. And you know what happened? The stream died. You cannot literally see even a single match. Maybe a lucky 15-20% got to see the match. The stream died. It is by far the worst live stream ever in the history of pay-per-view arm wrestling. In the history, by far the worst stream. I'll tell you, I read the comments. Thousands of people were swearing. Whoever bought the pay-per-view, they're saying that I promise arm wrestling, I promise Igor, I promise all of you, I'm never going to send $1 or 1 penny to Igor Mazurenko ever again. That was the reaction of the community. Maybe 70% of the community who bought that pay-per-view. It was $30, but the card was huge. Devon versus Denis, Pushkar versus Denis, Oleg Zok versus Vitaly Lalitin, and I think Alex Kudecha was there against the bench press guy Scott Mendelson. Alex Kudecha versus Scott, and there was one other match, 2 other matches, big matches that I'm forgetting right now. What happened to Igor? Did he go into hiding? I don't know. We saw some posts from him on Instagram and stuff, but no. So Ryan Bowen, coming back to Ryan versus Engin. So first it happened in November, then it continued in March. Then Ryan said he will do commentary. Then Ryan tried to maybe talk with Engin privately. Then Engin blocked Ryan. Engin uploaded a post on Reddit. On Reddit, Ryan said that he has been blocked, and some people said that will you do commentary? And he said that yes, I will do commentary. Some people challenged that he won't do. He said that I can do it in Engin's accent too. After that, Engin got kind of mad at him, I'm guessing, because there was no proof for that. And then Ryan, many people talked with Ryan. I also talked with him. Ryan said that, okay, I will not do commentary because I believe Engin is under a lot of stress. He is the organizer. He's putting in the money. And that's when Engin kind of decided to destroy Ryan Bowen. That's when he decided to destroy Ryan Bowen. And that's when the Crocodile Tears video came out. I was there at PL 2018 and was also present at the memorial of Pushkar. That's great to hear, brother. That's great to hear. If only Bowen do live commentary that day, 5 weeks later, do we watch or respect to Engin? 5 weeks later, do we watch? I don't agree. If you watch somebody's live stream, how are you not respecting the other person? I think both of these things can coexist. I'm telling you guys another fact that no arm wrestler has talked about or YouTuber has talked about ever on YouTube. There is not a single arm wrestler in this world who has not watched a pirate live stream or a pirate video of a pay-per-view event. Everyone has watched it. If not a pirate video, then a results video with the screenshots. Engin has watched them. Devon has watched them. Aramis Gasparini has probably watched them. every single elite arm wrestler, organizer, whoever you can name, there has been a time in their life where they have not purchased the pay-per-view and looked and searched for the free pirate live stream. I can tell you, I know that for a fact. There has been a time. Always. And you can ask anyone. You can literally ask anyone. Have you ever watched a pay-per-view event for free on YouTube? And if they are honest, they'll tell you that yes, they have. How can you speak for suddenness arm wrestlers? Because I know. Only Engin in the entire world has never watched anything pirated. You're wrong on this one, bro. You're wrong on this one. Maybe, as I'm saying, maybe the result videos with screenshots and not the pay-per-view. But there are clearly some pay-per-views that he may not have purchased. Zaur versus Hermes prediction. Good match. Extremely close match, I would say. No one going to point out hypocrisy of all these arm wrestlers doing watch parties with 20 people. That's potentially 19 lost pay-per-view. Yeah, maybe 3 are buying. But when you ask these questions to them, they'll tell you that everyone has bought the pay-per-view as if it is a entry ticket. Without showing that pay-per-view, they cannot enter. But that is clearly not true. As a casual follower of arm wrestling, if YouTubers wouldn't update on upcoming events, I wouldn't even know when they exist. Yeah, I'll tell you 60% of the arm wrestling community still doesn't know that East vs. West is going to be on May 6th. I'm telling you, they don't know, and they won't know on May 5th as well. Not everyone is a hardcore arm wrestler. And there are some times when people have openly admitted that there is no way I can purchase 8 pay-per-views in a year. It just cannot happen. Sometimes people living in North America who are earning $100,000 in a year, they believe like $15 times 8. What is that? That's no big deal. Anybody can purchase that. That's how they think of it. But no, that's not the case. That is truly not the case. 15 times 8, what is that? $120? $120 is like a monthly pay for many people in some countries. Stop Pradeep. India, Turkey and Canada relations are already bad. India versus Canada, bad? India, Turkey, bad? I don't know. When there was a earthquake in Turkey recently, we were the first ones to load our Globe Masters and send help to Turkey. So I don't think the connections are that bad at least. Pradeep, are you going to do live commentary going forward? Yes. After this event, if Core Sports do not provide any data, like they did some research or something, then for sure, yes. India, Turkey are bad. Thing is, once if the sport... Okay. What is that? Thing is, once the sports, if it ever does get big enough, people will just go to someone's house and etc. and watch like the UFC and other pay-per-views. Nearly impossible to stop. Yes, I heard somewhere that Dana was talking against these bars and restaurants showing UFC pay-per-views because that will attract more audience and more people will watch the event for free. Watch party is a similar thing. A restaurant is providing food. A watch party is providing what? Arm wrestling table practices before the event. Arm wrestler to arm wrestler, perhaps Engin just wanted Bowen to simply follow his wishes for his event. But we don't know why Bowen was blocked. If it was a peaceful respect and ran peacefully, clearly his community post was peaceful, then how did he get blocked? Maybe the private conversation between these two went bad. That's what I can guess. It is not about the dollars. I stopped buying pay-per-views because I don't trust Core Sports. Site security, no 2FA, no PayPal, can't remove credit card from their site at all. It's ridiculous. They will get hacked one day. Yeah, credit card, not we cannot remove credit card. That's not a good thing for sure. And I think there are many things that can be done. As we discussed in the previous live stream. The issue is mostly about money. So cutting down to 10 matches will solve almost all of the problems. And Core Sports introducing the chat option, that will solve some of the problems. Watch party, that's what I meant, Pradeep. Yes. It's a power trip, nothing more. First of all, hi to everyone. Sabah. Sudadze, hello. Engin is getting trolled hard on his live stream right now. He looks so sad. That's one thing I did not get. Now Engin is saying that these YouTubers, somehow I think that he's trying to talk about me as well when he's saying that these YouTubers are using you guys, are using their channels as a gun and pointing you guys towards hating me. I'm like, people are not dumb. People are not dumb. There used to be a time, I have seen that time. I don't know how many of you were following Arm Wrestling in 2017, 16, 18. Whenever Devon said anything, whenever Devon said literally anything, and if there is like 1% disagreement against that, that person is going to get killed in the comment section by Devon Ladd fans. That is when the Devon Ladd fanboy term was invented. You just, in 2018, you just simply cannot not even disagree. You cannot even partially agree with what Devon is saying in 2018. But now the community, no matter how great of a legend of a sport one person is, no matter how much he is loved, if he says something that doesn't make sense, now today arm wrestling community has grown so smart, they will literally trash that person. Arm wrestling community does not care how smart or how important that person is. Like when Devon defended Uncle John on that javelin move, he basically said that there is nothing wrong with it. And that's when the community literally destroyed. And Devon had to make another video addressing the comments, addressing the hate, that I got a lot of hate. This is what I was trying to say when I was defending Uncle John. He got even more hate on that video. He got even more hate. Just watch the likes and dislikes ratio. Like, it got thousands of dislikes. That video got thousands of dislikes. So it is not that. On this commentary issue, Engin is also getting some heat. Engin is also getting some heat on his own channel. That's the one thing about YouTube. And that's why a smart YouTuber will not go over to others' channel and comment. And there he's going to get hate. But on that case, I commented under Devon's videos as well. When Devon was defending that javelin move, I literally did not get even a single hate comment, even on Devon's video. Devon replied to my comment, and still Devon's comment did not get any likes on his own video, and my comment got like 40 likes. So I was being supported on his channel as well. But that is not a smart move always. But if you are getting backlash on your own channel, it means that you're doing something wrong. I haven't seen that on my channel. Always I get above 97% likes, and maybe I see that, but I don't really mind that. DHF Fraser with a €5 super chat. Bro, thanks. Thank you very much, man. Thanks. I'll read your comment, but before that, I want to mention one thing. Any YouTuber, literally I'm telling you, any YouTuber who tells you that he's not doing this live commentary thing for money, for views, for gaining subscribers, that person is a liar. Do not ever listen to him ever again in your life. Just don't listen to him. He's a liar. Of course, that is the motivation. If he's saying I'm doing it only for the promotion of East versus West, then if the guy who is owning East versus West, if he requested, please, I don't need your promotion, don't do my promotion. And then if he stopped doing that, it means he was not doing that for subscribers or money. Maybe he still was doing that for those reasons, but his respect was bigger than those reasons. But if he still does that, then his respect for the sport or his intentions to grow the sport are way smaller than these three things: views, subscribers, and money, and also the doing something that the fans want to see. So these things are also important. So I just wanted to make these things very clear. But when it is about livelihood, some clarifications need to be made. Diacha Fraser, thanks once again for a super chat, bro. Don't you think that we should start looking for new public somehow, rather than trying to force existing fans to pay for pay-per-view when they just can't? That's a great point. I discussed that in previous live stream as well. Pay-per-view is a model that is essentially circulating the money within the arm wrestling community. I pay you. This is my money. I pay you. You pay the athletes. Out of those $17, you pay Core Sport something, you pay the athlete something, and 50 cents you keep with yourself. This is what is happening right now. And when the athletes, they again purchase whatever they want, they train, they travel, They compete. Those are the things, like we are paying and we are getting something back. Everything is revolving or circulating within the arm wrestling community. Money needs to come from outside. That is when the sport is going to grow. Super chats are cool thing. These are also circulating within the community, but YouTube pays with ads. Companies are putting ads on the videos, so that is kind of one money. There is some money that is coming from the outside into the arm wrestling community. And yes, people just simply cannot afford 8 pay-per-views in a year. So what if they decide to purchase 4, whichever suits them, whichever they find more interesting? They have the budget for 4 only, and they decide to watch live stream commentaries for the other 4 events. What is wrong with that? That is the part that I'm not getting. People are literally coming out and saying that, bro, I don't know what these people are thinking, but there is absolutely no way, literally no way I can purchase 8 pay-per-views in a year. So what do you expect them to do? Like just turn their eyes, close their ears, and don't look at the results? I don't think that's how it should work. I don't think that's how it works. Why wouldn't they want to look at the live stream commentary to know what is going on? Okay, so thanks for your super chat once again. We have a saying, don't see off the branch that you are sitting on. He is demonstrating great delusional skills to the whole arm wrestling community. Okay. EHOC42, thanks brother for your $10 super chat. I think there was a time almost a year ago, maybe more than that I missed your super chat and I posted in a community tab. I think it was you, EHOC42. Thanks once again, brother. Big super chat. Engin doesn't have the power to stop or copyright live stream commentaries. There's a market for these whether Engin likes it or not. Engin's only choices are to participate in the market or ignore it. Yeah, these are good options. Just do not look at them. There is nobody in this world who can convince you that these are helping, but there is literally everyone who can convince you that these are harming, then you'll have to ignore them. I don't think there is any other option left after that. And that's a good thing. Brother, I talked with an Indian arm wrestling promoter. He's a Bollywood actor and he's doing good in arm wrestling. He's a producer. He has a marketing agency. He knows everything about advertising, marketing and everything. And I explained this model to him. Like, this is the model of live stream commentaries and this is how we put the link on the top and this is how we talk about the product for 8 hours. And he was laughing. Like, he was saying that the promoter should pay you guys for the effort that you are making. He was saying that you literally cannot understand how valuable this free marketing for that many hours is. That he was kind of shocked that how can anyone doubt that this is helping. He was literally shocked. And remember, that is a person who is heavily involved in marketing, advertising, and also arm wrestling. You're saying the organizer should pay you for that much effort, for that much free promotion. Yeah, Engin getting spammed big time. Bowen's in retreat. It's only about him now. It always was. Yeah. Pradeep, Engin is doing to you what he's done to Bowen. He is insinuating the trolls are coming from you right now. Yeah, he didn't directly say that, I don't think. But yeah, when he mentioned that one single comment that certain YouTubers are using their channels like guns, and I was like, man, now I am a part of a problem as well. YouTubers understand how the internet works. Engin needs to understand the internet. Yeah. I never heard Engin said it. Yeah, I also didn't hear that. But there was only one comment in that video that I believe that was targeted to me as well. That YouTubers using their channels as gun. Which other YouTuber? I can only think of me who made a video about this topic. Supporting live stream commentaries. There was only me. That's why I think it has to be about me. Few fans from India buying pay-per-views and there are millions sold. Yeah. India is not really into the arm wrestling. Like, I just searched few days. You search what is the average monthly salary in India. I think it turned out to be 25,000 rupees. Or maybe it is less than that. So divide that by 80, $300. So $300 is the average monthly salary in India. How can you expect these people to purchase 8 pay-per-views in a year? Just tell me, how can you expect them? So what is their and maybe I'm over exaggerating, I don't exactly remember. Can somebody search what is the average salary in India? Pradeep, why are people acting like not commentating this event will give good data when this event will have massive sales boost compared to the last event, Devon competing? Pointless comparison. Nobody, that's what I'm saying. Compare only 4 hours. East versus West 5, which was a big event. Prudnik versus Devon was happening. Dave versus Hermes was happening. So for last 4 hours, if Score Sports can somehow dig out the data that on 19th of November, whatever the date was, on that date, how many pay-per-views they sold between, let's say, 6:30 p.m. Turkish time to 1 or 2 hours after the event started, whatever it was, 9:30. Those 3-4 hours, how many pay-per-views they were able to sell in East versus West 5. If they can find this data, that was including live stream commentaries, and then compare with this one, that is without live stream commentaries, then only we can get some solid data. In those 4 hours, how many pay-per-views were sold? Because don't get me wrong, I'm talking kind of against Engin throughout this live stream, but still I do acknowledge that East versus West is by far the best thing that has happened to arm wrestling. By far the best thing. People have been, like, the amount of super matches that we saw in last 10-15 years, Engin gave that many matches to us in last 1.5 year. Like, compare 15 years with 1.5 years. That's what Engin did to the arm wrestling community. He gave us at least 3 times more than we expected. 3 times more than the expectations. And expectations are wild. So that's how good Engin is. I was kind of silent on this topic. Not really silent, but I talked in 1 live stream, 2 live streams and 1 video. But few days later, I did not talk about this. But I personally felt when that fan was disrespected on the live. Channel as a gun, that is pushing it. Yeah. People are stupid. I don't think they are. Everyone knows what is happening. Arm wrestling news. Why is no one talking about no audience at another great thing? Have audience. I don't know. Engin mentioned this in his live. He was saying that no, people will be filming with their phones. People will be filming every single event. So how is their boxing audience? How is their UFC audience? How is their audience in every single sport? Like, there is somehow, some way, somehow, how people can deal with it. Then have tickets for people and tell them that they cannot bring their phone. If you are willing to come without a phone, then only you can enter. Have $50 tickets. 32,840 rupees. No, bro. Maybe this is yearly. No, clearly I can bet $1,000 that this is not the monthly Indian income. Maybe that is yearly. Paranoid at this point. Yeah, that is a great suggestion. It is not impossible to deal with because every single sport is dealing with this. Somehow they're dealing with this. The people recording videos from the audience. But Engin is worried about that. What is the solution to that? Please suggest the solutions to Engin. And let's say 200 people enter. At least 200 people with $50 entry. So how much that is? I don't think it is that much. 50, 200, $10,000. So that can easily cover up the losses. That $10,000 will make sure that you do not have any losses. That will for sure cover the losses. Average salary is 4,300 USD per year. Mom in on TV. This is what comes up. Why do you keep asking that as if Pradeep knows? Wish shy. Take a guess maybe. I don't know what he was asking. Marks Kigara. He's a member of the channel and a big supporter with a big super chat early on. Thanks, Mark. King of the Table doesn't allow any mobile phones in the event. That will solve the problem. That's what I guess. Don't allow mobile phones. Sell tickets. You are allowed to come here only if you are allowed to deposit your mobile phones outside the arena. And I'm quite sure there will be some people who will be willing to come to the event. Even then, bring back the beard. I have to shave for my job. That's why you're not seeing the beard. I hate shaving. Bowen was rude. That's why Engin took a stronger stance. So I already mentioned two things where I think Bowen was rude, where Engin may have felt disrespected. The one thing was saying that somebody was saying fuck around and find out to Bowen, and Ryan replied that it is more like Engin doing the same. And then he said that I'll do it in the same accent as Engin. So other than these two things, did I miss anything that was disrespectful? Marx is saying he's Australian. You would get a few thousand people to go if the event was in US. Yeah, it would be massive. Can anyone remember that Engin didn't want to be named organizer around the first three events? Yes, I do remember. The UFC can't control this. The NBA can't control this. Engin needs help creating a profitable business plan. Complaining about the internet because he have a flawed business plan is ridiculous. That's what I'm saying. Controlling yourself. There are easily any new fan of the sport can provide 5 solutions that will solve the problem, that will solve the financial problem. Like these, sell tickets to the pay-per-view. Ask them, mention you can only purchase the ticket or come here when you already agree to not take mobile phone inside the arena. Those will be submitted at the door. Have less matches. Sell a pay-per-view live commentary for a lower price, $3, $5. Bro, Engin threatened with violence. How is he not forced to step down? It is not an organization. He is the 100% owner. What do you mean step down? No. I saw people with cell phones at King of the Table. Okay. But almost every fan knows Engin's mentality, and Bowen just provoked with his comments and made it worse. Yes, his community tab was respectful. There was nothing disrespectful there. I think you're talking about the Reddit post. Yeah, if it didn't make that, it would have been awesome. But I think I still believe 73% people believe they should settle it on the table. And I'm going to end the poll right now. I asked for how many? 150 votes. Let's see how many we got. 296 votes. Okay. Turkish mentality is a lot about honor. That's a good point. Everyone has a different level of threshold. Some people just want to destroy you early, like after a few mistakes that you make. Some people can wait for many mistakes and still be calm. So yes, it is a different mentality that everyone has. Should have reported them. I reported whoever I saw and security took care of it. Okay. Mobile phones you're talking about. Devon versus Dennis prediction. For now, Devon looks like the favorite. Give Virat Kohli 1 crore and promote East versus West. Who is going to generate that kind of money for promotion? That's 1 crore is what, $120,000, $115,000. No, bro. I don't think Virat Kohli wouldn't even post a photo on his Instagram for that amount of money. I don't think he will. I literally don't think that he will post even a photo of East versus West for $120,000. It has to be way more than that. Should have reported. Okay. Do you think Engin and Ryan will ever make up 100%? Mark the date. What's the date today? I forgot. 28th of March. 100%. I have seen these rivalries over and over and over again, where arm wrestlers want to kill each other and then they make up towards the end. So yeah, for sure it will end. For sure, I can guarantee you guys. Pradeep Engin always likes and respects you because you have been promoting the event with lives and videos. He doesn't address you, never. Thanks, Trip War, with your membership and support to the channel. Thanks. I appreciate Engin for that. I really appreciate. But sometimes things have been different. Even recently. Does Pradeep have a girlfriend? I wish I did. Sometimes I think about it. But man, it takes a lot of time. I don't have that kind of time. And I'm not a superstar where I'm getting DMs where I don't need to do anything. So yeah, it's a literally a waste of time. And I'm also married. we, we need a nickname for Engin to. Okay. What what about boyfriend then? Nah, I'm okay without that. Should Engin grow a tiny mustache? I don't know. What the fuck, Pradeep? Aren't you married? Yes. Yes, that was the joke. That was the joke. Or maybe it wasn't. Maybe it was. Pradeep, did you Paul Italia video with the Todd Hutchings? Yes. Todd Hutchings analogies are really funny. They are really funny. I wanted to I wanted to talk with not Paul Italia, Todd Hutchings. Todd Hutchings examples were like really funny. Small detail: he's married. Pradeep on hunt. A man can't have a wife and a girlfriend. Yeah, Joe, you know what's up. You know what's up. Pradeep, have you talked to Engin about all of this? Yes, yes, and it didn't go well. And it didn't go well. Pradeep was behind the camera giving the angry look. She isn't there. She isn't watching. That's one thing about women. You cannot ask them to watch even your own videos. Pradeep, what is your monthly and yearly income from YouTube? From what? Can you give us an angry Engin imitation? No, no. Why Emprost Kun? Why what? Why does Engin delete all his live videos? That's what I was saying. And even though I know Engin how easily he gets mad, even me saying this is for sure going to make him mad. That if you have to delete one out of your 2 videos, one out of your 3 video live streams, then there is something wrong with you. Why is he getting the most hate in the internet and nobody else is getting it? He's the most loved arm wrestler in the world, one of the most loved arm wrestlers, and still he's getting the most hate. That just doesn't add up. That just doesn't add up. Robert Gould, wow. Oh my god. $100 super chat. Bro, you don't have to do that. You don't. I think this is the biggest super chat I've ever got. Man. Hello Pradeep, let's have a super match. Sometimes will you ever come to USA or not? Till after you're done with your government job. I can come before that as well. I don't know how strong you are, Robert, but I try to, like, now I have the motivation, but for some reason the wrists are hurting. I try to do some pull-ups, and even when I do pull-ups, even when I'm trying to flex, the wrists are hurting. It was because of that PR video that I did almost a couple of months ago. I don't know what happened in the wrist, but both of them are hurting. But yeah, I'm still doing a little bit. For now, a little bit is just thinking about training. But for sure, I would love to train, for sure. Thank you, man. Thank you very much, man. Yes, I can come to USA, but people have asked me, why don't you move to USA permanently? You can easily go to events and talk with people. And I was like, after I go there, I may have to look for a job. So I'll leave my job here and then find another job there. That just doesn't make sense to me. So maybe I'll come there someday. For sure. It has to happen one day or another. It has to happen. He intended $9.99, poor guy. Man, Robert Gould has thrown a lot of money at this channel, and all other channels, but man, this is really awesome. Thank you, brother. An Indian will tell you. Only an Indian can tell you how much that money is. Robert Gould doesn't know how much $100 is. He doesn't know that. Some Indian will tell him how much that is. Big ups, Robert Gould. KFC consumer. Use bands for recovery, bro. Start light. Once you get over the pain, the first 2 times it starts to fade. Yeah, I almost got rid. My problem is that I go at my home once like 5-6 months. I table train with guys once or twice during my leave. So I almost get rid of my elbow pain. Then I'm off for another 3-4 months, and that beginner's elbow pain returns once again. I just need to somehow find a training partner here with whom I can arm wrestle every week, and then that beginner's pain will be completely gone. It is almost half gone, but you can assess my level by knowing that I still have that beginner's elbow pain sometimes whenever I go hard. Dang, Pradeep, you seem cool, man. Thanks, brother. Yeah, Robert Gould pays $100. It's nothing for him. You married, sir. Where do you find the time? Happy wife is a happy life. Yeah, there is no time for a girlfriend. 8,000 rupees INR. So that's like, I'll tell you, Shriman Somkat will agree. That's a little bit more than the average for a month's rent here. That's a month's rent. 50,000 Paul Barrett. No, 8239. Yeah, Prostkun is correct. Wow. Okay. Yeah, you have to just stick it to LOL. Even just do pronation and the. I have lots and lots of equipments. Maybe I can show you. I have pronation ring. I uploaded a community post some time ago. You should do a second marriage. Yeah, Mohammed. I was once kind of threatening my wife. Jokingly, of course. Between all my sponsorships and super chats, I've spent about $25 to $27,000. Wow. That's combining YouTube and combining my job. That's more than my yearly income. Empathy, Amin sir. Maybe more. Yeah, that's great. That's great to hear, brother. So that's about it for this live. Maybe we'll talk about some more things. So the basic thing is, Engin and Bowen, my request to you is, if you cannot, either just end this rivalry, do not speak about each other, or the best thing is settle it on the table. King of the table, you guys should make it happen. That would be amazing. If you're really angry, then break each other's arm on the table. Hit them hard on the table and break their arm. Then we'll see. Amazing Robert, damn Robert, yeah. Embrace. That's why I said that Robert is throwing money around everywhere on every single channel. So we need to start talking about both things. And this is one thing that Engin can benefit from more than anything else, is to stop doing live and just record interviews. I know it is difficult. Like live interaction is good. Top G Pradeep. So best thing is, Engin is a mega star. I would argue that in today's world, Engin is more important than Devon Larratt. Am I making a crazy statement? Engin is more important than Devon Larratt in today's world of arm wrestling. So why do that? A person who is that important, why does he need to read every single comment? Just read super chats. Haters will not throw money at you. This is what I suggested Engin in the previous live stream as well. I suggested this to Engin in a previous live stream as well, and 20 minutes after that live stream, he went live. Request ignored. We will request Engin once again. When he goes live, read only and only super chat. I don't think anyone will be mad. Pradeep is also important, Nick. Thanks, brother. Thanks, Nickyo. Around 1,000 super chat. Wow. Imagine Ryan beats Engin. Engin would collapse and cry. Robert and Marcus are helping this sport so much. Yeah. Marcus has never commented. I'm not talking about super chat. He's never commented on my channel. Ever. These days you see a fake Marcus Thompson page, but that is not real Marcus Thompson. 100 is a lot to give, but in real world it is only half tank fuel. Can't stop laughing, LOL. On what? I don't know. Rent is like 1,000 here easily. $1,000, okay. Yeah, 10 times. But homes are also bigger there. Houses are also bigger there. Joe Rogan's first rule: don't read comments ever. I read comments, like it is literally impossible for me to read all of the comments. Till about the time I had 15,000 subscribers, 60,000, I was reading every single comment. But now it has become literally impossible for me. First of all, I do not shy away from giving my honest opinions, even if they are controversial. I do not shy away from that. So that's why there are more comments. When you speak more openly, more freely, more people engage in the comments. That's why you can literally see all of my videos have like 200, 300, 150, 400 comments, and it becomes literally impossible to read them. I grow tons of strains different every year. Okay. Tons of strains. About what? Srizi Pradeep, why did you call me this morning? I called you? You said something about my okay, boat insurance. I got it. Well, you got me. You got me there. As soon as you said I got what you're trying to say. You said your name was John and I know it was you. You almost got me. You almost got me. Breaking Bad was based on Mr. Gould. See you soon, guys. Okay. Thanks for joining. Pradeep is also important. Super chat record was in one of the recent live stream. Yeah, for me this is a super chat record. I think I don't think I've ever got 100. Maybe I have, but I don't think so. Appreciate your candor and you tell how you see it. Yeah. This is one point that I was not appreciating from the Armwrestling community, that everyone, whoever was saying that, guys, these live stream commentaries are hurting. Engin has done so much for the sport. This is what the people who are saying live streams are not hurting, they are also saying the same thing. Engin is a legend. He has done so much for the sport. He's the most important person in Armwrestling, as I'm saying right now. But when they're asked, like, why should we stop live stream? Because Engin said so. Like, what was the reason? Because Engin said so. This is all I'm hearing from the other side. Don Idris will be live in about 1 hour on Engin's channel, and Devon and Hermes. I'm not interested in hearing what Devon or Hermes has to say, because I genuinely don't think they have anything to say about this topic. But Robert Gould versus Marcus Thompson, best of 5 super chat. Robert Gould, throw me some cash too. I'll take you to Planet Vamps and train you. Whiz. So I'm interested to hear what Don Idris have to say about this. Bowen can destroy Levan. So the only thing, if those YouTubers also mentioned some of the reasons why they believe it is hurting, or if they also mentioned that yes, some of the fans were disrespected, then evening Pradeep and chat. Personally, I am hoping all of the bad sentiment, I'm feeling conflict and drama subside soon. Arm wrestling is a small developing sport. Unnecessary drama is detrimental. You know what, Neil? This rivalry that has been created, like, how many people are divided now because of this live stream commentary issue? Organizers and some arm wrestlers, organizers and YouTubers, fans versus fans, a division, fans versus organizers, division, fans versus YouTubers, a division. How many divisions this stupid topic has created? And where there is no proof, forget about proof. When one party is completely failing to even give emotional feelings, like what are their feelings, why are they feeling so, they do not have any single feeling why they believe it is hurting the pay-per-view, then it shows that it was totally unnecessary. Neil, you got to join the chat live. I saw, Neil, I was not able to read your message. I saw. I don't know what you mean by that. Okay. Alright. We appreciate your candor. Okay. Sorry, I read it. Fair enough. Neil, you should live too, man. Pradeep, do you think Engin will give you honest data after the event? I hope so. Neil, spill the truth about Bowen on a live. Neil, I want to ask you, like, can you seem to be a logical person. Can you give one reason why you think so? One reason other than Engin said so? Like, why do you think we should stop live stream commentary? Neil, you have been responsible for causing shit with onboards. You called fans trolls and didn't. Yeah, that was not a good move from Neil at all. This is the internet world today. When whoever disagrees with you is a conspiracy theorist and enemy of the sport. What did Neil pick up? Man, people only listen to live commentary. That's why. Pradeep. Neil got the balls showing his face here. LMAO. I'm out. So guys, if you have any questions, please let me know. Otherwise, we should end this live stream now. It has been almost 1 hour 10 minutes. Yonil, when is the next fix episode? We'll see what happens in today's. I need to wake up early. I'm not sure if I'll watch the live on Nengi's channel today or not. Maybe I will. I hope Engin doesn't get mad tonight and delete the live stream. On one event is not enough to determine the issue. Yes, it isn't. But there is one method that I suggested can be done to compare with this one. This one with East versus West 5. That's what can be done. Take it easy, Pradeep. Phil Woody, UK. Okay. Deeps, more power to you. I don't dislike anyone. That's how it should be. You should criticize anyone. When have I ever? I have been mad at people who have criticized me. But you know why? When they have not given the reason or solution. The ideal thing is you tell me what I'm doing wrong and you also give me the solution. That's the ideal situation. And the second best situation is you tell me why you hate me. Like you tell me you hate me and you also give the reason why you hate me. So that's the ideal. But when somebody says that you're dumb, you don't know anything about arm wrestling, and just stop. That's not good. That's not good. Tell me something why I don't know anything, and then I'll learn something from that. Help me. Good evening, guys. I hope you and your families are happy and well. That is what really matters, guys. Let's put more focus on the arm wrestling and fight less. Neil, please tell us, are you willing? Like if I'm not saying you should come back for this match only. Let's say if your joints are magically healed with stem cells or whatever, you're feeling as good as you can feel at 51 or 52 years of age. As good as you can feel. And King of the Table offers you, Neil, pick up. Here's the money. Here's the prize money. Here are the flight tickets. King of the Table 10. Neil, pick up versus Ryan Bowen. Will you accept that match? Just assume that you are 100% healthy and tell me, will you accept that match? Yes or no? Don't back away from this question, Neil, please. It's a request. Accents are not a race. I will never hide, Deeps. I don't have anything to hide, mate. Guys, ask Neil, please. Request Neil to answer this question. You had the live event, wait. Not enough temperament. Maybe I'll Engin first. Maybe I will commentate in Engin's accent is the most disrespectful sentence you should never say, whoever you are. Do you think anyone has got more accent comments than me? But yeah, everyone, as I said, everyone has a different threshold. Everyone has a different breaking point. I don't seem to mind. You know, the comments that really bother me, you cannot even imagine the comments that really bother me. When somebody tells me I did something wrong and he doesn't tell me what I did wrong or how I can do it correctly, those are the comments that bother me. And that person may not even know that he's typing something that is getting under my skin. The only comments that get under my skin is when guys just tell that nah, I think Pradeep, you made some mistake. And I was like, what is the mistake? Tell me, I want to correct it. Neil doesn't do well handling constructive criticism. He awaits. That is true. Neil, where have you gone? You have not responded whether you want to have a match with Ryan Bowen. Told it, Pradeep, not you. Who told what? Tripor. Can you please write again quickly? Who told what? Neil doesn't do well handling constructive criticism. Where is Pradeep from? India? Is it true Neil makes the athletes pay for all the cost for them? And that is another thing. I said in that Neil was on Ryan SP's live yesterday and he was saying that Pradeep was saying that Armwrestling doesn't pay for any of the athletes, and that isn't true. He asked Ryan SP and Ryan said that no, it isn't true. And I was like, I also said that maybe I'm 80% true. Things can be lost in translation. I also said that I can be wrong on this one. And those are the things that Neil intentionally did not mention there. Because if he mentioned those things, then I wouldn't look bad. Keeping those things out would make me look bad. It is a great shame that there is so much counterproductive fighting at the moment. Yeah. You didn't answer the question, Neil. You didn't answer the question. If you will not have a match, just say no. The fans want to know. Is this actually Neil? Yes. It is actually Neil. Can't you see the emojis? Microphone, fire, finger. Devon Light, Hermes Gasparini, and Don Idris podcast in 1 hour on Engin's channel. Yes, that will be amazing. No, it's not, mate. Bro, Engin doesn't want to answer that. Nobody in the arm wrestling community, none of the elite arm wrestlers believe that the beef should be settled on the table. Nobody believes that in that. Everyone believes that the beef should be settled by blocking each other. Neil is ignoring the question. Neil doesn't have to answer anyone. Maybe Neil knows that Ryan Bowen will beat him. That's why he isn't answering. Do you think that's the reason? Do you think Ryan is stronger than Neil? What are your thoughts? Ryan Bowen told that sentence, maybe I'll commentate in Engin's accent after. Yes, I do know. I talked about that comment early on. Yes, when did I say that? I said that. I never said it. So guys, once again, after all of the rant, I genuinely request you guys to purchase the pay-per-view. Just purchase the pay-per-view, support the event if you can. And once I said that if you cannot afford a $15 pay-per-view for East versus West or King of the Table, then you need to work harder, you need to change your job. And people were saying like, is Pradeep mad? Why would anyone change their job just so that they can pay for a pay-per-view event? And I'm like, if you cannot pay for a pay-per-view event, then there are many other things in your life that you cannot pay for. You'll have to live a really, really frugal life. So that's why I said maybe it is good to start work harder. I will be live in 10 minutes. Oh, Neil, have you already sent me a Zoom link? Am I also going to be in your live? Are you going? If you expose my conspiracy theories, Neil, please invite me as well. I would love to listen to them live. Tell Neil to invite me. You do a live commentary. Does that mean you invite Pradeep? Yes, fresh as a daisy is already on the game. His foot is already on the gas. Go live. Engin is live and 8 Neil. Engin is live already? No, I don't think so. Neil, get Pradeep on the live so there's someone reasonable on your show. I'm always up to it. I'm always ready. And I will never be disrespectful. It is when I'm alone, maybe I can be disrespectful. But if I have a guest on my channel, I'm for sure not going to be disrespectful to anyone. On someone else's channel, if they are talking shit, then maybe I can reply. But on my channel, they can talk shit as well, and I will still respect the platform enough to not reply in a negative way. Please invite Pradeep, Neil. Yes, Mr. Pradeep, if you do what Engin will ask you to do, if that promotion asks it to now, it create a bad precedent. Okay. If you do what Engin will ask you to, also other promotion. I don't know what you're trying to say, brother. So should I do the same for other promotions as well? Or other promotions will also ask the same? Is that what you're saying? Pradeep is not afraid to... Okay. In 30 years, when they look back on what is the biggest arm wrestling period, this live commentary beef will be number one. And that's a thing, man. That is a thing. I'm telling you guys, this live stream commentary is like the same COVID situation. It is like that COVID situation where people are telling you that wearing the mask is important. Not wearing mask is hurting the community. And you have to wear mask and take shots. And some days later, people will be like, yeah, maybe it was not that necessary. Maybe it was not that harmful. And that's how I believe slowly the arm wrestling community will also realize that it wasn't that bad for the community. We just forced people to wear masks. We just started hating each other because they were not wearing a mask and we were. That's how we created a division among people. And I think it's the same thing. Tom Stubbleman is in the house and it's saying, just put the mask on, it is good for the community. Yeah, that's what they want us to do. And if you say that you're not wearing a mask, it is not necessary. You're not spreading any negativity or you're not harming the sport by not wearing a mask. They'll tell you to wear the mask or else you are the enemy of the community. Can you see the similarities? Can you spot the similarities or am I alone in this one? Pull your mask up, you are killing my grandma. Massive props to you all for still promoting the pay-per-view, by the way. You guys tell me one YouTuber, people who are supporting, people who are saying that, yeah, we should just blindly follow what Engin is saying. You guys tell me on May 6th if they promoted the event more or if I promoted the event more. Count the number of views and then we will see. Tom, do you want to join? You had some good takes on this one. Please let me know. I'll send you the link if you want to join. Tom is fake natty. Just kidding. Tom is daddy. Lame. Bro, it sounds weird, man. A 235 pounder at 6'1", natty and lean. That sounds almost impossible. If you were like 205 pounds, then it would have been easy for everyone to believe. Or you should just not tell your weight to anyone. Then all would believe. Just tell everyone that you weigh 200 pounds. They'll believe. Follow for reason. Tom is the man. Thought Pradeep was getting off. Embrace the free market. Send me the link, okay? Maybe I'll just paste it here and you join and then I'll remove the link. Fans will not invade the screen. Armwrestling fans are reasonable and respectful. Okay, Tom, join with this link and then I will delete it. Because transferring it to YouTube, it will take. Can't handle constructive criticism just fine. I don't agree with everything, but if I think something makes sense, then I will take it on board. What was the question? The question is, will you arm wrestle Bowen for a good amount of prize money and if your joints are well healed up at King of the Table? That's what the question is. Had to step away for a while. You haven't answered the question yet, Neil. Neil is lying through his teeth. Why? Had to step away for a while. Okay. He's not that lean. He could be natural at 24 years old. See, Neil is intentionally not answering the question that we have clearly asked multiple times. Neil, return my money with a question mark. Join the chat with Pradeep and Tom. The link is there in the chat, Neil. If you want to join, the link is there. Neil's not here. This all happened yesterday. This live is from a week ago. Why Neil says good morning?
Right. Can you hear me?
Yep.
All right, cool. So let's talk more about how I'm a fake natty.
Yeah. So how did all of that start in the first place?
Just me posting a picture of me with a pump and some good lighting and talking about my goals in arm wrestling. And, you know, the internet is going to be the internet. People are going to say whatever. So then I made a video, Am I Natty or Not, where I kind of talked about my transformation, lifting weights and stuff like that.
Okay. So what is your stance on this whole situation? Like, what should we arm wrestlers do? Should we ask for reasoning as to why we should stop? First of all, I have not seen one. Have you seen any reason from the side that is claiming that it harms the pay-per-view? Have you heard any reason as to like how it is harming or just emotions?
There hasn't been any specific proof. I mean, like any specific example, like statistical, as far as why it's more detrimental than it is positive. And like I've said before, I believe more exposure is only good in the long term. So I would like to hear, you know, some type of statistic as far as why it would be detrimental. But again, there's no concrete. Nobody seems to be giving any concrete answer when it comes to that.
Pradeep, milking the cow. Like, yeah, if it is a cow, it needs to be milked, man. Otherwise, it is not good for that cow or for the economy. I think it's a good thing. We arm wrestlers, you are hobby journalist Pradeep. When did I say we arm wrestlers? Like, fresh as a daisy. What is your definition? And Tom, you also mentioned in the intro video of the buzz episode that I am one arm wrestler on this podcast. So what is your definition of an arm wrestler? Like who is an arm wrestler according to
What is
you?
my definition of an arm wrestler?
Yeah.
Anyone who arm wrestles, very simply, very simply. Now, obviously, there's different tiers, right? Like you don't post much footage of competitions or like training. That doesn't mean you're not arm wrestling. For all I know, you could be behind the scenes grinding. You could be, one of the top guys in India. I don't know that, but
No, that's
anyone
not.
who arm wrestles is an arm wrestler, I would say.
Okay, the Drew24 is saying that he has arm wrestled with you, Tom, and just because you beat him, that's why you are on pancakes.
Yes, that's the only reason why. Drew's a funny dude. I like Drew.
An arm wrestler is an athlete. No, no, no. Most of the high level arm wrestlers don't look like an athlete, bro. I would disagree with that comment. So what should we do? What should we do? If you are the like you have not done these live stream commentaries, and I don't know
No.
what your future plan
I
is.
haven't even done them. I've just only
Yeah.
advocated that it's something that not only is it legal, but I believe it's not unethical or immoral either. I believe it is sending the sport in the right direction as far as exposure and growing it as a whole. That doesn't mean by any means that I wish East versus West not to succeed. I wish East versus West to succeed, but I can wish East versus West to succeed while also saying that live commentary should be allowed. It's not like you said one and the other shouldn't happen. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Neil is saying that, of course, he thinks Ryan can beat him. He has stopped arm wrestling for many years. Bro, Neil, I don't know what you think of me, but I genuinely believe from the practice polls I've seen you recently in the way you hold people, I'm not sure if Ryan can beat Neil, right? Even now, I'm not sure. That's why I asked. But still, after me asking 10 times, Neil has not answered if he wants that match. Tom, you tell me what is wrong. If two people have genuine beef against each other, what is the harm in settling that beef on the table?
Oh, I mean, I think it's great. I think it's great for everyone, the fans. I think it's great for both the individuals who have the beef because once that match is over, you see them face to face. That's the thing with the internet. It's easy to talk shit or have drama when you're thousands of miles away, but you have a match with each other and then, the match is over and then next thing you know, you're shaking hands, you're back to talking, you're more cordial with each other. So I think it would solve a lot of problems.
So that's good. So these are the matches that we need to see. Like who is at the top? Ryan Bowen, Engin Terzi, Neil Pickup. Who is at the top arm wrestling level now?
Of those three,
Yeah.
I haven't seen any footage of Neil arm wrestling. You said you saw some?
Yeah, some practice pulls and he's looking good. He's looking good.
Okay,
Some
I
people are
haven't.
saying that when Neil practice pulled with Devon, he did better against Devon than Sandris did. Of course, that was like after match Devon and Devon was not going all out, but Neil looked good. He looked good on the practice table.
Okay. Yeah, I would assume Engen. I don't know what shape Engen is, but I would assume Engen would be the favorite to be number one out of those three, and then between Ryan and Neil potentially as the second or third.
I think Neil is like a couple of months of training away from beating Bowen. This is what I think. I do think he has the ability to beat him. So why not just Neil and Bowen settle it out on the table? If Bowen beats Neil, then he proceeds to Engin Terzi, and then they settle it
Yeah,
out on
yeah,
the table.
and set up a
That
pay-per-view so we can live commentary on it too.
yeah, we can do live commentary on it, and that's the. I'm telling you guys, this is sounding funny, but this will be interesting as well. And I'm telling you, the entire arm wrestling community is going to love it.
Oh,
Give
absolutely.
give us Neil versus Engin first, and then if Bowen wins, then he proceeds to Engin Terzi, and then he can deal with the final boss there. My question to you, Tom, is that if you were doing these live stream commentaries, let's say you were one of those who have done like 3, 4, 5, 6 live stream commentaries, what would your stance have been then?
What was the question? Say it one more time.
Let's say if you were doing these live commentaries since 1 year or 2 years, you
Yeah.
were doing these just like we are doing. What would your stance have been on this situation in that
Would it have
case?
been different? I think it would probably be the same. I don't think that would change anything. Like I said, I haven't done any live commentaries, but
Yeah.
that doesn't mean I am against them whatsoever.
Yeah.
I think I would have
But
the same.
yeah, guys, when Neil goes live, please start spamming his chat like, why are you not arm wrestling against Bowen? We need to see that match. We need to see that match. Start spamming. Maybe Neil will change his mind. So another question from the same topic. So would you do live commentary on this event or not in that case?
Me personally, I don't even care to because I like watching the match and
No,
enjoying
no,
the
you
match.
care. That's why you were doing it for 2 years. So in that case, you do care about live commentaries. That's the
No, I haven't.
hypothetical situation.
You're saying if I had done them for two
Yeah, yeah,
years.
that's the hypothetical
Okay.
situation. You are doing that for
Okay.
2 years, so
Well,
obviously you care.
well, I haven't, but even if I had, like I said, I would be for, if anyone wants to do it, I think it's, good for the sport. Oh, but God forbid I say anything against Engen, but and it's not even against them. It's like you say, you just get gaslighted if you say anything. It's almost like it seems like there's an air of like cancel culture, which I don't like whatsoever. But me personally, I'm just going to be watching the event because I like to enjoy it. Like Coach Ray said, I don't want to feel like I'm working and like live commentate on the matches when I actually just want to watch it and enjoy it as an arm wrestler. And
Yeah,
that's
so Neil has agreed, guys. Neil has agreed. So the circumstances were Neil's joints get healed up, and then King of the Table offers Neil a match against Ryan Bowen. And in those two situations, if those two circumstances are met, Neil is up for a super match against Bowen. It's on, it's on.
I would
Somebody
love
send
to
this a
see it.
screenshot to somebody clip this to and send it to Don Idris or King of the Table, Core Sports. No screen was covered. No screen was covered. What does that mean? Engin is the referee. Oh yeah, that's great. Engin Terzi is the referee of that match. All right. So, do you have anything to say about this topic, brother? Like, where did you watch? Have you watched my videos? What I've said about this topic? Anything that you disagree on?
On the live commentary topic,
Yep.
I haven't seen too many of your videos. I haven't really been paying attention too much the past couple days, other than seeing some clips from the deleted live stream from Engen and seeing Ryan Bowen's videos. I've watched Ryan Bowen's videos on his reaction, and I thought Ryan had a very, very good response, very sound response as far as his points that he made. So yeah, that would be my analysis of what's gone down so far. Is there anything else that I missed?
No, I was just asking about like my stance. Like in yesterday's live stream, I gave some ideas what Engin can do to solve this problem,
What
and
ideas did you offer? I didn't see that. Was it the promo code? Was there anything else you had mentioned?
yeah, promo codes. I think I mentioned many things, almost 10 things. Maybe I can pull out my list again and read some of those. Lazy content YouTubers United. top, top
So
troll king.
lazy.
Top troll king is saying. Would Neil arm wrestle Engin Terzi? Neil versus Engin Terzi. It can be good, but for the story, it doesn't look good. For the storyline,
Yeah.
Bowen needs to win to
Yeah.
proceed.
Yeah. Bowen
Yeah.
beats Neil. The winner goes against Engen.
Yeah. Neil versus Bowen. Damn, that's an awesome match for Neil to make a comeback. That is legit, man. That is legit. Neil, if you give Neil versus Bowen, then we will let you free from the $10 debt that you owe me. Oh my god, that's a funny comment. So my points were, first of all, we YouTubers should stop commentating for this one event. At least see the data. That was my first suggestion. All of the YouTubers, okay. The second point was Neil, not Neil. Engin shouldn't listen to people who are not directly involved. And I'm playing the reverse card on this. People have always been telling me that Pradeep, you do not even arm wrestle. Why does your opinion matter? So I'm playing the
Yeah.
same card this time. If those people, like if Devon and let's say Core Sports, they are advising, whoever is advising other YouTubers, they have not done a live stream commentary themselves. So why is Engin listening to them? And if they have not organized a pay-per-view event themselves, why is Engin listening to them? So according to that, I think Engin should listen to only himself, to the YouTubers who are actually doing the commentary, because they can see the chat, they can see what's going on, and to Core
Yeah.
Sports. These are the
Yeah.
only three people that Engin should be listening to.
Right. If he's viewing it, as a business, as an overarching company that he's trying to grow, I think he potentially may need a PR manager, because having an outburst on a live stream isn't a good look, whether you like him or not. And I support East versus West. I want to see it grow, but that doesn't mean I don't think live commentary should exist either. So you can't be for one and not for the other, or you can't be for one and that automatically means you're not for the other, if that makes sense.
Robert Gold is saying, Pradeep, you missed my super chat. No, I remember that. I read your comment. That was not even a super chat. Abhirup saying, I think, was saying that Pradeep is not used to super chats. So, Robert, with a $10 super chat, thank you once again, brother. You have thrown $110 today. Wow. Tom, why don't you use pancakes? Do you feel like you will never have to eventually once you reach your natural peak?
So I'm around 240 pounds. I want to see how far I can take it in the 240-pound rankings as natural before I consider taking stuff. And then if I do, then maybe I'll go to the super heavyweight. Like if you look at Hermes, for example, he was a lot lighter for a while. And I think we've only seen him recently, like the past 3 or 4 years, where he's really taken that next step as far as, taking stuff and taking it to that next level. But I think it's wise to reach your natural potential before you just go head on first into taking exogenous hormones. So that's my stance on it.
How old are you, Tom?
24.
Wow, you're really young.
Yeah, I'm
4
already
years here.
number one in my state of Nevada. I'm basically number 2 in California at 240 pounds. I've beaten all the guys except for the number 1 guy who I barely lost to. So I'm trying to climb the ranks in North America at my weight. That's my goal.
Yeah. Tom is on TRT, fully natty. That beard isn't natty. These are the comments that I'm getting.
Not natural.
So is that something that you think you can openly talk about once you decide to go on pancakes? Is that something that you would reveal or hide?
Why not? Why not? If you look at the fitness industry, guys like Rich Piana, they were some of the most respected guys because they came out before anyone else and being honest. I think the viewers appreciate honesty. Now, even if you're hinting at it, like obviously the whole pancake thing, you're being honest about it, but it's in a more subtle way, right? You're not directly saying I took this, which I wouldn't necessarily be doing that either. And again, this is just something that's for the future. But if I were to address it, yeah, I would be honest with it. Absolutely.
Did you see super shredded 24-year-old Devon? Yes, I did see that. And that was 100. I think Devon talked about this in one of his videos. He commented somewhere like Devon beat Richard Lupkis in first he beat him 2009, or I think maybe the first Armwrestling event was his first match against Richard. But there was one other match that was on
Dennis versus Lupkis.
No, there was one other Devon versus Lupkis match that was on Arm Sports videos, I think. So it was around 2012, I guess, 1 year after the Arm Wars match. And about that match, Devon commented that I was 100% natty in that match, 2012 match that was. So talking about that, many people were assuming that when Devon left the military and he switched from 225 to super heavies, that's when he totally embraced the pancakes.
Yeah, like 2017 or 2018 or something. I don't know the correct years, but I believe he was 225. Was it up to maybe 2016 or 2017? Someone could correct me, but.
Saying disrespectful, not reading Robert's super chat. No, I've already read it, brother. You're late. I have proof. Top Troll King is saying he has proof. Some proof against you. Well, good point. What good point. PDs are fine as long as it doesn't prevent a natural puller earning their rightful position in a tournament.
Well, I mean, I don't agree with that necessarily either, because nothing is fair. I mean, people have different genetics. Is that fair? Someone has a massive hand and you have tiny hand. Is that fair? Well, you were just born with that. So there's just a lot of factors.
Yeah, supplements. Some people say that supplements aren't also natural. You're taking something exogenously. So how is that okay? How much is your deadlift?
600 was my best.
All right, so 600.
5 for 2 double overhands.
Okay. Did you see Devon's recent video? He looks massive. 270 lb right now. No, I haven't seen that video yet.
He was training in Vermont. It was some footage. He just uploaded some footage of that.
Okay. I would pull Ryan tonight, Pradeep, and Neil is saying, but I don't believe that would actually finish a super. I would actually finish a super match right now. My wrist is wrecked. Okay, so Neil's wrist is damaged. He doesn't think that he's willing to pull against Ryan even now. That's good. It's possible, but if his deadlift, I don't know what he's typing. So Tom, any final words before we end this live stream? Please give for the viewers that do not know who you are, once again, a little introduction about your social media, your YouTube, Instagram, everything.
Sure, sure. So I've been arm wrestling about 3 years now. I've been uploading pretty consistently on YouTube for the past 6 months, 7 months, almost every day. So I just make videos on whatever I want to talk about. I wouldn't consider myself a news person I wouldn't even put it in any type of box. I just make videos on whatever I like regarding arm wrestling, my training. I just pulled with Derek Smith over at a practice in California. So I recommend you guys go watch that video if you want to see some footage of me arm wrestling. But yeah, that's about it. We got the arm wrestling buzz coming up every Wednesday as well. Me, Pradeep, Paul, and then Josh. So that'll be exciting also.
And this Wednesday, Paul Lynn will also be joining us, I guess.
Nice.
Yeah. Keep speaking your mind. I thought Engin loves the truth. So thanks, Operas, for the support. Yes, I will for sure keep on speaking my mind. And East versus West 7. This is going to be good. This hype that the event got. Do you think finally everyone will be tuning in to see who is doing live stream commentaries and who isn't doing live stream commentary? What effect? I think overall, if you look at it, I know Engin is not into that kind of promotion, but overall its effect is going to be a net positive in the promotion of the organization, I believe.
I mean, regardless, just with social media, I think arm wrestling is heading in this direction. That's why I don't understand the scarcity mindset. I think like it's just growing. So like that means more for everyone, more opportunities for everyone.
Yeah. Blue Clown blocked Pradeep for predicting Zurab win. Now they are best friends. No. I'm not, I mentioned today, like, I'm supporting Ryan on this because I believe he's right. He keeps me blocked from his social media for almost half of the year, every single year, for whatever reason he believes. And it doesn't mean that I will not support the guy whenever I think he's doing something right and he's being targeted. This is one thing that I do not like when the entire arm wrestling community gangs up against someone.
It's like cancel culture.
Yeah, I kind of feel I can say that I may be partially biased in that case, because whenever I see somebody getting cornered, I immediately start thinking of ways how I can support for that guy.
Yeah,
I can provide support for that guy. That's why I believe
the video he just uploaded today, Order Me Cancel. Did you watch that one?
Yeah, I watched that one.
What were your thoughts on that?
Yeah, it was good. He mentioned me as well in that video, and I said, Ryan, you are getting cornered. You clearly know that people are against you. Your arm wrestling is not going to be enough for you to have a voice, for you to show everyone that you can still do great things on your own. You need to have a big social media as well, and your YouTube is clearly not doing great right now.
Yeah, I'd like to see him put more effort into his videos and stuff like that. Because me, as someone who trains for arm wrestling very, very seriously, I still have enough time to make videos. I think he can put a little bit more effort into, I guess, putting his voice out there. It seems like he only puts his voice out there when there's a big issue or something like that, like right around now. But I mean, he definitely could be making a lot more videos and growing his YouTube for sure.
Yeah. Neil should join Engin's live. Yeah, once again, like, the ideal situation is to have someone who has different types of mindsets. The next Buzz episode will be perfect. Like you, Tom, and I supporting live stream commentaries, and then Josh, Paul Lynn, and Paul Italia, they are against the live stream commentaries. Now that's the kind of debate that I want to see.
I mean, yeah, I think everyone should just speak for themselves. I don't think everyone should have a dogmatic mindset as far as just agreeing with, whoever, think for yourselves is what I would advocate to anyone out there to do, regardless of fear mongering or gaslighting. Just think for yourself.
Mm-hmm.
And be respectful. Like I've been trying to be as respectful as possible the entire time, because I think that's a good thing. But again, think for yourself is important.
Yeah, definitely way more respectable than me. I sometimes, like, I don't see it as disrespect, because my own threshold for considering something as disrespectful is way high. So sometimes in my own mind, I'm not able to calculate things, and it happens with everyone. Like somebody who's really easily pissed off, maybe they stay extra careful while speaking some things, because in my mind, I've literally not seen anything that can piss me off to that level where I start cursing and screaming on the screen. It just cannot. It is literally impossible.
Or making violent threats. Yeah.
Yeah, that threat thing, that was also not good. So how does a respectful, what was that? Peaceful request, or What
What's
was that?
that?
What was written in
Oh,
Engin's community
when
post?
when he
Kind
initially had
request.
posted
Kind
the first
request.
one where he was like, "Yeah, I kindly request no live streams,"
Kind.
and then fast forward 3 weeks later, and there's that clip of him kind of
Yeah.
I forget the exact words, but it was like almost like seemed like a threat of violence to someone. How would you feel if someone came into your door? Which that's not a good look at all.
Yeah.
Regardless if you agree with him or not, or there's trolls in the comments. Like I just don't think that's okay.
Yeah, and in that video, wherever, as soon as Engin said that kind request, I think next day or a day after that, I uploaded a video and I said that I don't think it is a kind request because there is always an underlying threat of getting banned,
But
getting blocked. How is that a kind
yeah,
request if I, let's say if I'm your friend, I kindly request you to do something and you say no, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to
yeah.
ban you for life. I don't want to talk to you at all. How is that a kind request then?
Well, it's just like you were talking about earlier, the whole Corona situation. Like, oh, just please put a mask on. It's just for everyone's safety, And then it goes from that to you're gonna kill my grandma if you don't pull your mask up. It's like it's a slippery slope, man. It's like it goes from one thing to the next.
And I'm telling you, brother, this is going to now. There are some people who have started to believe that it wouldn't have been that bad if we don't wear if we didn't wear mask. It would have still been okay. And I think that same situation is going to be about live commentary as well in the future, where
If
people
not
will.
better, if not better, if we
Yeah.
don't wear masks, if not better, if we have live commentary because it grows the sport. I mean, the parallels are, you can see the parallels. It's like that typical communism or authoritarianism versus the individual situation.
Did you hear what I was saying early on in this live stream? I talked with an Indian promoter. He runs an arm wrestling league in India. He's a Bollywood actor. He owns advertising agencies. He's like every day dealing with PRs, advertisements, brand promotions, and everything of that sort. And also he's into arm wrestling and MMA and all other kind of sports. So he's clearly a busy man, a Bollywood actor, producer as well. So I think it is a fair assumption to know that he knows a thing or two about marketing. He owns a marketing agency. And I talked with him. I explained it to him that this is our live stream commentary, and every 10-15 minutes we're asking people to purchase the pay-per-view, and here is the link. And I explained it to everything, and he was laughing. He was saying that the promoter that is complaining, he should be paying you money for doing that. You guys don't realize how much
Yeah.
beneficial, how much of a free promotion that is. Like, how can anybody think that is harming the sport? That's what he said. And he's into arm wrestling as well, and he has organized pay-per-view event as well in the past in India.
Yeah, it's one thing if you don't have the link to the pay-per-view the whole time on the banner in the chat. It's one thing if it's just a blackout and you're just talking about it. But when you're constantly talking about it, like I've seen you do, even Ryan Bowen when he was doing it, buy the pay-per-view, buy the pay-per-view. And I do not see how that could be a negative.
Yeah. And one more thing, have you ever genuinely seen a enemy of the sport? Like, why would somebody come into arm wrestling, and why would, like, I just cannot imagine. I have not met a single person who just jumped
Man.
into arm wrestling and was like, I want to destroy arm wrestling. Or like, how,
Right.
why, what would any person
Especially
get?
someone that loves arm wrestling and loves it a lot. And, like someone like Ryan Bowen, who's just been so passionate about the sport since he started, is absolutely obsessed. I can't see how he'd be an enemy of the sport. I mean,
And
it's just,
no, guys,
if you don't believe what I say, you're an enemy of the sport. I don't like that thinking.
you guys explain it to me in the chat. Forget about arm wrestling. In any sport, what would any person get by destroying any sport? Like, let's say if I join the bodybuilding community today, and I think I'm going to destroy this bodybuilding community. I don't think anyone has ever thought like that. Maybe if it is a competition, maybe organizers can destroy the community in trying to control everything when they are organizing, trying to battle against other promotions. Maybe they can do so, but not a fan.
Monopolize the industry. Yeah.
Yeah. I just literally cannot think it. Like, why would anyone go like, well, arm wrestling is growing, I want to destroy it.
Yeah, that's crazy.
That's weird, man. All right, brother. Thanks. Guys, please subscribe to Tom's channel if some of the moderators can link it here, or just you can see Tom's name here. Just type his name and his channel will pop up. Please subscribe and please join us on the Buzz episode on Wednesday. What's the time?
Is it 6 p.m. or 6:30 p.m.?
6:30 p.m. Central CST. What is the time?
West Pacific time in America.
Top Troll King is saying naive Pradeep. Okay, so he thinks that there are people who want to destroy the sport. I haven't met one. Engin, fix your business plan. Why did ABC's worldwide of the sport cancel arm wrestling? No cash flow. And this is one thing that arm wrestling has literally gone from being on ESPN with organizing like from movies and everything, and now to once again shitty camera angles and poor live streams.
What do you think about the World Arm Wrestling League and how they had athletes sign contracts, like the whole contract thing that you were talking about with Paul Lynn on your podcast the other day? What is your take on, like, I kind of like how with East versus West, they're not doing like a year contract or a 2-year contract. It's event to event. And that's one thing I think is fantastic, because like the WAL, like you had guys like Herman Stevens or like others who didn't want to sign a contract because, then there's so many terms in there. You need a lawyer because, you can't compete in this event or you can't compete in this event. What are your like opinions on contracts? What would you say?
I think in my mind, the situation is really clear. At that time, it was not correct to have someone for like 5 years. It was not the right thing to do. But as I can expect that as the sport grows bigger, the contracts will return. Because there is no sport where there are no contracts. No big sport is running without contracts. So it is inevitable that as arm wrestling grows bigger, probably even at East versus West. Now these are the pullers that have been friends with Engin Terzi. When the new generation of pullers come, then I think it may be a necessity. Even for sure East versus West will be the last organization to adapt the contract format. But I think it is a no-brainer that contracts will return once again. But they may not be for 5 years, maybe for 2 years, but we will see a lot of contracts in the future.
Yeah, for sure. Especially as there's a lot of other leagues and promotions going on, which will have, other opportunities where certain promotions will want to, I guess, you could say monopolize or just control their athletes to keep them in that one promotion. I mean, it makes sense.
Yeah. All right, guys. Thanks, everyone. We've been going for 1 hour, 51 minutes. Thank you very much for this awesome live chat. It is showing 1,600 views already. That's good to see. Thanks, Tom.
For sure.
Your time is appreciated. Bye.